welcome back to the channel. Today we are on my brand new Triumph Bonneville. Currently riding to Columbus in Central Ohio to the Triumph dealership. I mentioned in the previous video that the previous owner actually upgraded the bike with the factory cruise control button, but never managed to get it programmed. So I'm running up there now to do that. And of course, so far I've picked the coldest morning of the year. Got my heated grips on, got my thick leather jacket on. They've got thermals underneath. It's a little cold for my taste. I also elected to take mostly back roads on the way up, which is hilarious because there's so much construction around Columbus right now. So the highways are only like 5 minutes quicker than taking all back roads. So I thought that was pretty humorous. Let's see, since I posted the reveal video, I got my little windscreen on. Somebody said that looked like a dart windscreen, but that's just a $20 Amazon one just to see if I like it or not and see if it's tall enough to make any type of difference or if I got to get a little taller one. I got my little phone mount on, and what else did I do? I think that's about it. But I'm kind of excited to just put some miles on this thing, get used to it. My risers I ordered from Tech are still in the mail, so hopefully those show up. Fortunately, I got some weekend plans, and then we come back next week. And I got a couple of days right before Wailin Wayne. So if anybody's going to be at Wailin Wayne, you'll probably see me there. I'm coming down with the camper, and I'll have my DR down there. At least this is the nice part of town this morning. Here soon when we get up into Columbus, I don't know what it's going to be like, man. I went up there, just like a week ago to when we got the BMW serviced, and of course then we sold the BMW immediately the same day. But God, the traffic up there is horrible. Road closures, wrecks, police everywhere. I don't know what was going on. I think it was like a new moon or something. So we're gonna see how this back way works out, because if it's nice, I'm basically gonna start taking the back way up. But anyways, I'll shut this thing off, focus on some traffic, and I'll pick up with you guys once we get a little closer. Got about an hour to kill. See, they still got the Elvis edition. And there's the black. I really like the Speed Twin. I just couldn't do these rear controls. Well, in a strange turn of events, they could not activate my cruise control, and they don't know why, because on Triumph's website it appears that the software is not available anymore. So they opened a ticket order submit it through Triumph to figure out if they can get it. Otherwise, I'll have to look at a aftermarket tuning map to turn it on. Did not expect that, because all the forums say it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, did not expect that. So I didn't have to pay anything, thankfully. That was pretty nice. And they're going to open up a ticket. And he said usually Triumph responds in about a day. So we'll find out why it doesn't want to give me the option to turn my cruise control on. Because this is actually a pretty common mod to do on this bike. Ah, that's a bummer. Oh well, at least it warmed up. Got my thinner gloves on now. Feels nice out, so I'm gonna enjoy this ride home. And yeah. Well, it's probably been about 10 days since I recorded that last section. Since then, we did the Wailin Get On ADV Fest. And never heard back from Triumph yet. Of course, kind of been out of town and busy. But I've got some new parts for the Triumph I'll show you. So I picked up these little risers here. Apparently these are like the highest I can go without changing out my clutch cable. So I'm going to try that first before I do anything further. And then I want to start on the new cat delete. But before I can start any of that, my buddy Manny's Sportster's in the background. Unfortunately, about a week ago, right before we left for an event, his clutch cable snapped. So he went ahead and ordered one, dropped it off already. So I'm going to push the bike up, try to change out his clutch cable real quick, and then we can start on the Triumph. So Manny's bike is unique in the fact that it is actually running a Buell transmission. So it's got some custom little bits on it and whatnot. But what's different about it is it actually comes up to 7/8 bars and controls. So it doesn't run a traditional cable. Now, Manny said that this cable is installed, I think it was like a few years before he bought it or something, maybe right when he bought it, in fact. So it's not old, and my concern is that maybe this bend was too much for it, but it broke in there. Now this one did have an adjuster, and we took it out to make it fit better, and it shouldn't have made contact anywhere, but I'm going to go through and I guess diagnose. I don't think it was anything we did. This tip here was exposed in there, so I don't know, maybe something nicked it when we did the bar swap, who knows. Either way, we'll try to make it right. So yeah, it broke off right at the lead. Don't know where the actual tip went. It's just gone. Huh. It's like he put some adhesive in here. This truly is the bike that just keeps giving. Oh, it's like Permatex sealant. Well, the clutch was at least adjusted right. Alright, so new problem is I've adjusted the clutch. I started it up. I kind of heard a weird, subtle clunking, I guess I could say. I don't know, maybe I was just making it up. I'm afraid to even kick it in gear if I can't get the clutch and disengage while the bike is off. I feel like something else might be wrong internally when the cable failed. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, get a second opinion, put it off to the side for now, come back to it later. Well, I unfortunately don't have as much time as I thought I had today, so the bike is on the lift. I'm gonna have to pick it up hopefully tomorrow if I have time. All right, it's the evening light now. I managed to make it back out here after dinner. I'm antsy to get onto this and get this thing going. So to do the decat on these bikes, it is right there. And it's pinched between the headers right there and on the other side. To get this out, I have to break the rear muffler loose, the support loose, the header nuts loose, the lower radiator mount loose. I need to then slide the tank back, which exposes these bolts here on one side, unbolt that, and there should be another bolt under here, and then the frame actually comes out. But I'm just now realizing I actually need to go get a socket here. I need a T55 Torx. And we're back. Thankfully, one of the local hardware stores had T55 in stock. All right, now I can start on some of this tonight, I guess. It's getting dark out. That does not feel good. Holy crap. The factory spec on that's 33 foot-pounds. That felt like a hell of a lot more. Should be thankful, I guess. All right, so I had to come around to this side, loosen the header bolts, the rear muffler bracket there, and the exhaust bracket there. That way I could pull both sides out because there's this bracket here that was in the way from me pulling it out. I don't remember seeing that in anybody else's directions. Maybe I missed it. But now I can tilt down and should pull out through a rubber mount. There it is. There it is. And I didn't get both sides on. Oh, my hands are having cramps. Well, I have to say that is a miserable job. Not so much pulling the cat out, it's getting those clamps back on, seated correctly. And then they decided to put the hardware right over the frame rail. So you can't put a socket on it, you have to use a wrench for everything. In there. These aren't so bad, they're just a slip joint. These are like a C channel. And then you have to try to get all these bolts back into. What could have been hour and a half has now been almost 2 hours of just trying to get those clamps back on. I wouldn't say it's a terrible job, but I will say you're going to need patience. But yeah, those clamps are not great. So anyways, it's bedtime now. It's dark out. So I'm going to go to bed, take a shower, and we'll pick this back up tomorrow morning. Welcome back. It is about 10 o'clock in the morning. I've been out here for a few hours already, buttoning this back together. I've got the risers installed, pipes all back together. I even took a little bit of time and polished the rear wheel. I think I might end up doing the front still. Still want to go through and probably wax the chain and do an oil change, but that can wait because we need to pull it outside and let it idle. Well, immediate reaction is it sounds really good. Really good. I've got the little risers on as well. It didn't make big difference, but I do feel a little more upright. Might have made all the amount of small difference I needed. But yeah, it's really nice because it's like when I'm cruising, it's quiet, and as soon as ooh, it's got the backfires too. That's awesome, or the exhaust cackles. So it's really nice because it's noisy when I want it, and when I'm just cruising below 3 grand, it's so subdued. That's so awesome. I do think I have a little exhaust leak up on the header. I might have to loosen everything on that side, see if I can shimmy it all back or readjust it, and tighten it all back down. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Oh, that's nice. Holy shit. I do have to say, I feel like I'm still getting used to the way the front end steers. It's just different because I'm so used to riding the DR and the Pan America now, and this just feels sharper, but I don't know, it just requires a different input. It's like lighter but more intent. I don't know how else to explain it. Give me a few miles, I'll warm up to it. She's quick. Man, that's good. I love it. Alrighty, well, I am extremely satisfied with my work. Sound of the bike is lovely. Let me know what y'all think down below. I couldn't be more than happier with the sound of the bike and the look of the bike and everything I've done so far. Hopefully going to take this on a little road trip here very, very soon. I'll have to figure out some luggage. Might just do a top roll sack or something. And until next time, everyone, take it easy and
if you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time.
Hi, my name's Jordan. I was in a couple weeks ago to try to get my cruise control programmed on my Bonneville.
I'm still, so unfortunately they closed the case and I had to reopen a new one.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for an actual real answer from somebody. So over the holiday weekend when you came in, for some reason they closed it on me. We noticed it on Friday because I still have your RO on my desk.
Apparently Triumph closed it. I don't know. So, no cruise control yet.